General duties of security guard and his responsibilities. Number one is monitoring and reporting. Monitoring entails not only seeing but also carefully watching and taking notes on what you see. Reporting involves communicating what you have observed to the appropriate individuals. Keep careful notes and reports because they may be used as evidence in the court. Number two is crime prevention and detection. Most criminals will be deterred from doing anything illegal on your property simply by your presence. If there is any criminal activity happens, make sure you intervene and call the police to prevent the damage. Then maintaining good public relation. Public relation is concerned with maintaining relationships with the general public. If people will have a problem, they will come to you. Make sure you conduct yourself professionally to resolve the issue. You could be designated as management representative or intelligent officer on behalf of the client. And these are the following personas may come across the security guard. Number one is visitor. You will treat them as a guest. For example, greet them, direct them, and help them in the parking. Then you may face to employees. Protect the employee and their assets and valuables. Media. Treat them well, but keep the information secure. They may try to be eyewitness, but don't involve and direct them to the management. Callers, identify yourself and your company name. Respond to them politely, articulately, and authoritatively. Always make a list of the given information. Then you might have to respond to the emergency responders. Emergency personnel such as police, firefighters, paramedics, and hazmat team require accurate directions and information from the security personnel to perform their duties. Make sure you act professionally and productively. Representative of the client. The client will judge the organization by you. Fourth duty of a security guard is emergency response. Every site will have post orders to perform duties in case of emergency. So make sure you act wisely. And you must know about the evacuation and handling the emergency such as fire, bomb threat, flood, etc. Fifth duty we have is access control and the use of alarm systems. Security guards are frequently required to control the movement of people, vehicles, and materials entering within and leaving their premises. For example, checking ID cards and alarm systems and inspecting vehicles and packages. Sixth duty is patrolling, which is one of the most important tasks. And patrolling will allow you to identify a theft or hazard across your site. A person will hesitate to do wrong in your presence. For example, if somebody is trying to break the door on the 6th floor, you may intervene and go with the further procedure. Then controlling traffic. The security guard will be asked to direct the traffic during the peak hours. Sometimes the security guard is hired by the client for the parking management. Identifying and reporting potential safety hazard is the last duty, which is the main duty of security guard, and you may prevent the hazard from being a fatal situation by doing this. Knowledge, skills, and abilities of a security guard. So how security guards should have the knowledge, abilities, and skills to perform duties? Security guards always need to deal with the public. So it is important to conduct yourself with a professional demeanor and appearance. Security guard is image of the employer. And the following factors that identify the knowledge, abilities, and skills are appearance. Make sure you have worn a clean and pressed uniform to convey professionalism and authority. You should always strive to be courteous, friendly, dignified, and confident. That means always communicate in a respectful and polite manner and maintain your calm and composed demeanor for the negative comments. For example, if somebody is being aggressive over the parking issue, you do not have to be aggressive in the situation. Just be calm and think about your next step. Be tactful and considerate. You may encounter people in a crisis or emergency situation for the dignity factor and be sensitive to their feelings. For example, if there is a fire emergency in the emergency and they are required to be evacuated, then act as if you care about them. Next we have is exercise restraint, use of force in accordance with the law and policies, and never apply too much force on someone to injure a person that may result in the criminal charges against you. Proper physical stance, always walk smartly and avoid distracting movements or actions. For example, whenever you do the patrol, make sure you keep an eye on all the locks, rooms, parkings, etc. Maintain a clean and organized work environment. Make sure to contribute to the professional impression and prevent security issues. Then discipline and plays a vital role to be cautious and keeping everything under control. Key aspects are rules and regulations. Must have a thorough understanding of the laws and site rules as well as corporate policies to carry out effective duties. Never disobey an order or regulation intentionally which you are responsible for enforcing. For example, the security guard is required to keep an eye on the trespassers, but they sit in the corner and play games on the phone. And you're the perception of on-site, the first point of contact for the member of public, clients, staff, and residents. Show presence whenever there is a need or emergency. For example, the visitor enter a building and require a parking permit for his vehicle, you should be available for him. Next is reliability and punctuality. Report on the site 15 minutes prior to the shift timing in order to have a smooth transition of the equipment and incidents and important notes to be delivered. Make sure you are well rested as the security guard job is physically challenging. You cannot leave the site unless there is another guard to relieve you. Attitude and self-improvement. Attitude can make communication easier, especially whenever you deal with the difficult or frustrated people. And the strategies for keeping a positive attitude are as follows. Security guard is a volunteer in the security industry and should be proud of having the ability to make a positive difference in the lives of the communities. Use stress management techniques to deal with the provocation by other people. Pursue the professional development training to be more effective professional security guard. Maintain a good physical and mental fitness to deal with the variety of crowd. And develop effective communication to convey oral and written to the public, to interview the people as a witness, to help people with the disabilities, etc.